Welcome back to my wonderful blueberry pies, crypto's juiciest news, friends. We are pumping Bitcoin, starting to go parabolic. We hit $42,000, and then there was a bit of a setback. If we go down into the lovely 3-minute chart, you can see everybody went down here, but then Bitcoin started recovering. And if you've noticed, actually, altcoins did not recover. And you can see that by the Bitcoin dominance, which has been continuing to pump up despite that crash, showing you that Bitcoin has strength. But if you are new to crypto, welcome, take a seat over there. I just want to remind you that everything you're seeing now, we've seen it before. That's why I'm going to give you some nice, gentle angel music. Nothing to be worried about. We've been here before, many times before. It's tradition in crypto, my friends, such that when Bitcoin starts moving up, no one touches altcoins. That's because crypto, the funnels are so small that it's rare for all the funnels to be channeling liquid energy, friendship, banana water at the same time. Basically what it means is the liquidity rails for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, it's nearly impossible for all of them to move at the same time. It's super rare. It does happen, but it's not as common as you think. So most of the time, actually, Bitcoin gets the injection first, just because it's so much easier to buy. It's got the biggest brand name. And then when Bitcoin goes up, you start to see a period where altcoins don't move. Then they eventually stop. Then Bitcoin stalls. Then altcoins move up. And they just have this tug of war session back and forth. So how are you meant to play it? Well, you're meant to just do nothing. You literally just meant to do nothing. Even though it's painful, this is where everybody actually gets wrecked. Because what they do is they go to the bubbles pages and they go, wow, golly gee, my bags aren't up. Let me go and buy these bags that are up. What they don't know is they are most likely buying at the tippity top because you're buying the biggest gainers on average. And, you know, friends, when do the biggest moves happen in any asset or any coin? It's at the top. Just like the most vicious moves happen at the bottoms. Yes, the biggest moves happens at the tops. So if you're seeing your coin starting to pop up on these bubble pages more consistently without looking at a chart, you start to think, oh, golly geez, probably a lot of weak hands looking at this. And this is where you probably want to start to take profit. If you go to the top 200 coins, you can actually see more Poopy McPoop coins that are starting to move around. So this is just, you're going to see this tug of war happening. People, what they're going to do is they're going to sell stuff not moving to go buy stuff that is moving. But look, unfortunately, a lot of your bags, they're not going to be moving at all. And this is just a reality you have to accept because crypto or asset investing, everything, it does not move linear. We're on our own here. So you're probably wondering, oh, what's going to move next? Well, unfortunately, there's 10,000 plus coins. So what people will do is you will find in the comment section, people say, well, I owned these 2 coins that are moving. Oh, yeah, what about the other 19 you own? They're not moving. Or what about that one person who's up like 5x, you're only up like 20%, but you're calling it moving, all right? So it's not as linear and easy as you think. So this is actually an AI comic of me, friends. There's some things going on in the background. This AI stuff's getting pretty good. Comic sticker, look at this. Some of his prophecies. He helps us to understand there is an ongoing battle between smart money and emotional money in the market. I like whoever did this, they put emotional money because I don't like using the word dumb money. It's not dumb money, friends. It's just emotion. You act on the emotion. See, we all feel the emotion, but do you act on it? That's selling the lows, that's buying the tops. He helps us to price in the future instead of today. Now, of course, what did I say when I tagged this? I will not apologize. So first, I'm going to say sorry, but I'm not apologizing, okay? Sorry, I'm not apologizing for telling you that this Bitcoin ETF is a Trojan horse ahead of time. I have been listening to people who I deeply respect. You know what they've been saying? They've been saying that the Bitcoin ETF is a buy the rumor, buy the news. And I'm thinking, oh, that's what happens. I was wondering, like, hey, wait a minute. We all know it's a buy the rumor, sell the news, right? And now that we're here, people just change the story. They go, no. Buy the rumor, buy the news. Okay. For the first time in history, is it going to be that? I don't think so, friends. Especially not in anti-CBDC, anti-establishment coin crypto land, right? So I'm not going to also apologize for telling you that the orange juice pulp must be left in the bottle for extra enjoyment. Yes, it's very controversial out there. Some people take the pulp out. Leave the pulp, my people. I want to remind you, friends. So this is as it's happening, okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, everybody got euphoric. Past 24 hours, you can feel it. Everybody got euphoric. They've declared the end of the bear market. Bitcoin hits $42,000, and now I'm saying now we wait for the altcoins to start moving up. Although, this is another interesting thing. We can't deny, I just showed you on the bubbles, we can't deny that we're already seeing Poopy Meme coins and the Luna UST stablecoin rallying. You're like, uh-oh, this isn't a sign that things are just getting started. This is like, oh, what's going on here? Okay, so there are signs of froth. But hey, the signs of froth, they can last a long time. In 2021, they lasted like 3 months. So this is the Terra Luna stablecoin. And look, there are influencers talking about it, friends. I made a video on it. Just to tell you right now, okay, the play is not to buy the top of this range for a DPEG stablecoin, all right? The play, or this, you're not going to do this, right? But this was the play. The play was to buy the lows, then front run an influencer who's now telling you it's going to peg to $1 so you can start selling. That's the unfortunate game. Do not trust them. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all, because who else is going to teach you this stuff? Nobody. Shock the algorithm. Family-friendly show. You really want to know why did Bitcoin and altcoins start dumping? Now, they didn't really start, but if you see it happening, you know exactly why. Our friend Nick, DataDash, uploaded a video. It's a green logo. By the way, Nick has done like 20 months in a row with red. All right, pretty much. And now he says, Bitcoin rallies and Audi, which is the Bitcoin ordinals, Bitcoin JPEGs, pumps 100%. Here's what you need to know. So, Nick starting to feel a bit more bullish, okay? Because he's a nice barometer. He's a nice guy, good kid. Yeah, sometimes these signals are so apparent, friends. Just like how Tai Lopez releasing a coin is like almost guaranteeing you the top of the signal of the market. This is just another one of those signals that appear out here. And is there a book on these? No. Is anybody else telling you this? No, right? Because everybody else is focused on themselves. Everybody's so self-absorbed. I am going out here looking at the market. I'm doing this for free. You want to see more signs of euphoria? So I'm ready for this. Waiting. I'm just giving you a teaser. This is what's happening, friends. So look, Mr. Adam Back, some say rumored to be Satoshi himself. He goes, digital gold, Bitcoin will surely flip physical gold and probably this halving cycle. So within a year or two, Bitcoin should be $700,000. He's literally calling for a 700K Bitcoin within the next 24 months, okay? He believes that Bitcoin was, people start selling gold to go buy Bitcoin. So look what I'm telling you straight away. Bitcoin moves up 20% and Adam Back is now calling for a $700,000 Bitcoin. Look at this, friends. I just want to ask you, Habib, where was your targets down here? By the way, Adam Back, of course, is a big Bitcoin bull. But I'm just telling you, where were we hearing these? We weren't hearing these when you needed them the most, did you? Now that we're in the golden box of friendship, which is actually a danger zone, we're starting to hear all these bull targets. What the hell's going on? Well, you know what's going on, friends. Look how many green weekly candles we've had, okay? Just as the polar opposite of the down. When did all the bad news come out? At the very, very, very bottom. FTX collapses, okay? When's all the good news come out? At the top. We are now in the retracement zones where you just got to be careful. So we don't know what's going to happen, but traditionally, friends, just traditionally, when Bitcoin stalls out in this zone, altcoins go on their final run. Altcoins end up mooning. You're probably going to say, which altcoins? I don't know. There's going to be the top 20 out of the next 15,000 that are going to move up. We don't know which ones are going to be that move up the most. Hopefully, they all move up. You're just going to have to deal with it as we traverse the cycle. So here I am just to remind you again, just remember, I'm preparing you. I'm letting you know when euphoria comes, everyone's going to be calling for much higher. They're going to be like, sorry, how can you say that it's over when the Bitcoin ETF is going to put in $10 trillion? Habib, first, I got to go refresh my mind. Right? You are a Habibi. Habibi. All right. I've told you so many times that $10 trillion number is a scam. You understand? They only allocate 1%. That's 100 billion. And you might say, well, that's a lot of money. Yeah, if nobody sells, there are Bitcoin miners. There is MicroStrategy who has debt obligations in 2025. There are all these other factors that are going to be countering that demand as well. You're not going to get this flash up. Oh, golly gee, $10 trillion is entering. No, you're not. Okay, now, thing is, you are my friends. Our audience, our community is small. It's tiny. It's a a drop in the ocean. We don't affect anything. Let them talk about their sky high targets and get everybody wrecked. Okay, so but I want you to learn from the master. So Max Kaiser, one of the masters. That's it. Just going to tell you. Look at this. So Max Kaiser, he put this rumor out there that Qatar, or I call it Qatar Sovereign Wealth Fund is looking to buy Bitcoin. Do you want to know how much the rumor is? That they're going to buy $500 billion worth. Friends, I literally span around in my squeaky chair, right? Twice, okay? My fluffy slippers started tapping the floor. I'm like, who the hell believes this? They're just going to throw in $500 billion into Bitcoin? Come on, man. Come on. Friends, if you were going to throw in $500 billion into anything, you would spend $10 billion convincing the whole world that it's useless. Then you would spend the other $490 billion to buy the blood of everyone while you told everybody it's useless. Do you get it? You know, or you might save $20 billion to reverse all your bad marketing. Okay, you think I'm joking? I'm not joking. You see this? Okay, you put marketing budget for the bad part, then you buy, then the marketing budget for the good part. You see, as prices go up, people just make rumors up, and then we all run with it. Even if true, the insiders, they already know. Sell on the news. $700,000 targets. Oh, these guys are going to throw in $500 billion in. Come on, man. You use Qatar. By the way, friends, Qatar's sovereign wealth fund, Rumour, is 5 times bigger than the Bitcoin ETF money expected to come in. Right? Because there's 9 trillion and 1% of that entering is 90 billion. Okay, so they're saying Qatar is 5 times bigger than the Bitcoin ETF. So effectively what they're trying to do with this BS rumor is they're like, oh, you know this move that just happened? No. A 5 times bigger move is happening. But sounds a bit too euphoric to me, don't you think? Remember, green candles. It's all about the green candles, friends. If only you had a baby doll friend who's also a blueberry pie with a straight back who told you so many freaking times nothing changed except you give people some green candles, some dopamine hits, and they just start talking out of their booty holes. Green candles make everyone believe just about anything you can think of. So here is the original rumor, right? Just in, Max Kaiser reports of rumors that Qatar's sovereign wealth fund has entered Bitcoin market and could be interested in purchasing up to $500 billion. By the way, I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't care who you are. If you are wearing shoes like this, you're not going to get a bull market. Not in 2024, 5, 6, or 7. I never want to see any of you wearing shoes like this, okay? Ladies included as well, all right? Now, don't forget, good news only comes at tops. Where were you when your friend Sommy here was begging you all, hey, start accumulating? Where were you all? Huh? Where were they? Where were your big targets? No. Instead, I was listening to this loser on Joe Rogan's show who said Bitcoin's fair value is negative and it's going to negative prices. I was also listening to losers telling me that Bitcoin was going to 10K. I was also listening to losers call me a loser with a peanut brain. Okay, you know what? You could be right. But I'll tell you something. I don't hang around other losers. And the crowd's always losing. Whatever their target is, I'm under it. If their target's too low, I'm above it. Okay? If they have bullish targets, I'm under it. If they have bearish targets, remember, friends, Paul Osman. I told you. Do you really think this world is going to reward Paul Osman, a random YouTube commenter? By the way, it'd be funny if he ever finds this video. Paul Osman thinking he's a genius to sell Bitcoin at 20K and then rebuy triple his stack at 6.5. Do you think the universe works like that? No. The universe works by rigging the game. The insiders get in. Who was buying down here? Maybe Roca Negra, right? Who's going to be selling up here? I don't know. Maybe somebody who knows that, oh, golly gee, the Fed's going to start cutting rates and the stock market's going to go down, but everybody going to think that we're still bullish, maybe because of the Bitcoin halving. You got to be prepared for these things. You know, I am literally the only person on YouTube's and Twitter, the only person who has actually put it in your head that 2024 could be a red year. No one else can even think about it. They've given it 0% probability. So I want to remind you, right? Remember, good news only comes at the tops. Where was Qatar's Rumour when Bitcoin was 15K, huh? Nowhere. Then Bitcoin taps 42K, and suddenly our friends at Qatar with their lady sandals, they notice, oh, DataDash is bullish. Let's enter $500 billion worth. Euphoria. It's Euphoria. I'm not going to tell you what to do, friends, but if you have Bitcoin in your portfolio, all right, you should be starting to trim around here. You can decide how you trim, but you just got to be careful. Obviously, don't trim everything. Don't get rid of everything. You never get rid of everything. I'm just telling you, you practice on these. You're like, oh, I wonder what like selling 3% does, you know, just so I have more to buy back lower. This is how you practice. It's Euphoria. Now, no one wants to believe it's Euphoria. Why? Because Bitcoiners are thinking of 500K and everyone in altcoins are like, wait a minute, we're literally just getting started. How is it over? I know. Markets are cruel, man. This is how the game works. Hope and disbelief rinsed over and over. Remember, there is a 100% probability that you and I will still be friends tomorrow. Make sure you tell mom and dad you do love and appreciate him too. Catch you very soon.